you were to rate me on a scale from 1 to 10, what would I be?
I'd give you an...
If you were to look at me and rate me on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate me?
What
would you rate me? Scale of 1 to 10.
Is this for YouTube? What up, YouTube?
I'll give you a...
In response to not getting the attention I deserve, I've decided I will cause problems on purpose.
Have you ever been rejected?
Absolutely not.
Why?
Just 'cause too hot.
You're too hot?
I mean, hey.
Okay, can I get your number?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. There you go.
Oh.
Wait, I changed my mind.
Rejected.
Girls move on quickly after the breakup because they are mentally checked out at least 6 months in advance before they fucking left.
And they should be embarrassed about that. Anyone who does that should be embarrassed about it. Staying in a relationship where you are not happy or are mentally checked out for any duration of time is cruel to yourself and cruel to your partner. If you are not happy, communicate. Still not happy, leave.
You cute, can I get your number?
I'm sorry, I got a boyfriend.
So where the cucumbers?
Huh?
Where the cucumbers?
Oh. That way, grocery section.
Okay, thank you.
Gotcha, bitch!
Men are actually able to analyze and assess a situation or a person very quickly. Men are also a lot more intuitive than we may think or we may give them credit for.
I love men. Like, I think men are the coolest, but I don't need them to survive.
You do actually need men to survive. And here's why. Everything that you see around you was built and created and maintained by men.
Okay.
Everything. The infrastructure in this country, in every single country in the world, is built, created, and maintained by good, honest, hardworking men that just want to provide for their family. Everything, the roads you drive on, the buildings you live in.
I dated a guy once that would not take any of my bullshit. And if something I did or said, or I rolled my eyes at something he said, he called me out right in that moment. And he said, I don't like what you just did right there. That was disrespectful. And I was like, whoa, like at first I was kind of like, but I liked it because I think as women, we actually believe that. We want a man to...
You crave being put down.
That's not being put down. That's not being put down in my opinion. Being put down is calling you names or being mean to you. That's not being mean. That's just him stepping up in his masculinity and demanding respect.
If a man isn't paying your bills in the first month of dating, it's time to find somebody else.
Come on now, dawg. Come on, man.
Guys, can you ask us out in person? No more DMs, none of that. Girls love to get asked out in person. It doesn't happen anymore. Please come up to us. We're nice. The worst we're gonna say is no.
A few moments later.
A lot of world problems would be solved if men just
Cease to exist?
yeah.
So keeping all this in mind, the way that you just painted your life, what would your husband's income be?
Like 200,000 plus, 200, 250.
What?
Probably like 100K and up.
If the average is like 50, maybe like 70 plus.
Okay.
I guess maybe like 80K.
Okay. His income should be something close to about 160,000.
I would like to say maybe 100,000
Okay.
at least. Yeah. This is so high, but I guess you'd have to be like a millionaire.
A million?
That's enough internet for me today.
Okay. So you wanted a 32-year-old who's making 200K.
Sure.
What do you think the median income is for the age that you specified?
Like 70 maybe, 65, 70. Is it lower?
48,000.
Wow. I would say probably like 70K maybe.
It's actually $49,000.
Wow.
Between 65 and 70 for a 30-year-old?
It's actually 45.
Oh, okay.
And you were the most realistic one so far. For a 26-year-old, what do you think the median income is?
I'm pretty sure it's closer to like 60,000.
It is $38,000.
Oh, wow.
So a 33-year-old.
I would like to say around 100K, maybe 80K. I'm not exactly sure.
It
But-
is a whopping $49,000.
Oh. Oops. My brain was somewhere else.
I don't even know. Maybe 50
Okay.
or 60K.
For a 30-year-old, the median income is 45.
Okay.
So you were close at 50.
I want to say like 60K.
45K.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Does that shock you?
Yes, it does.
So I'm just gonna put what you wanted in this little calculator here. So $1 million at 29.
I mean, I've met a few. I have met a few.
Okay, we'll
It's
talk
possible.
about that in a minute. So it's a fraction of a percent. The top 1% of men are making 240 at 29.
Okay.
So you're about 800,000 above that.
That's why I'm single.
I'll give you this to kind of put it into perspective. So think about the smartest person from your high school, like valedictorian. They're 5 times more likely to get into Harvard than you would be to find this 1% man.
Wow.
Because there's a 5% acceptance rate at Harvard, and yours is less than 1%. So it's actually probably more than 5 times.
So I'm going to be single forever.
There's going to be a lot of lonely single women out there in the coming years, decades, because so many of them are out of touch with reality. They all want a guy who's over 6 feet tall, who makes $150,000, $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a year. One woman said, I want a millionaire. They think these guys just fall out of the sky, like these guys are just going to knock on your door and say, hey, I'm a millionaire. I'm 6'5". I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to give you the life you deserve without doing anything. And the vast majority of these chicks are average looking. And here's the thing, a lot of these females don't even make $25,000 to $30,000 a year themselves, but they want a guy who's well off. This is why I tell you guys, have some standards and expectations. If you meet a woman and she says, oh, you got to be making this amount, ask himself, so what are you doing for me? Okay, what can I expect from you? Because how can you just get my wealth, my security, my protection, all these different things from me, and you're just gonna exist? A lot of these chicks, when you ask them, so what do you bring to the table? They'll either get mad or they'll say, well, I just bring me.
Listen, I am a single mom, so if you're not gonna come over here and make my life easier or take something off my plate, you don't have no reason in my DMs or in my text messages.
Who the fuck are you, bitch? How many men have you slept with?
Like now?
Yeah, go on, honestly.
I don't know. My
Rough
body count when I
guess.
was 14 was 7.
She belongs to the streets. Your body count of 14 was 7.
That's fucked.
You was
isn't it?
doing numbers, girl.
Relationships on one night stand.
One night stands.
Why?
Because I don't do relationships. They're not for me. I like to have fun.
Oh, say less. Fathers do not get equal time sharing with their children. They do not get custody of their children. It happens in courts. If the law says one parent is going to get custody, you can bet your bottom dollar it's going to be the mother, generally speaking.
To the body count.
I don't even disclose that.
Oh, I thought it doesn't matter. Should you be empowered? Should you be sexually liberated?
No, I think women should be sexually liberated.
So say the number.
Part of sexual liberation is either choosing to go have a bunch of sex or saying your numbers or talking about your sexual experiences.
So it doesn't determine your value.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Oh, so what is it? If it doesn't matter, what is it?
But doesn't that go both ways? Like if it's just a number, then it shouldn't be a big deal. Like
It's not a big. It's not a big deal. That's why you could just tell me, because it's not a big deal at all.
Or I could just not disclose it.
Oh, so it is a big deal if you're afraid to say it. If it doesn't matter, then you would. If it doesn't matter, you would tell me.
Well, I'll tell you off stream or whatever.
Oh, so it does matter. Your public perception does matter, but one-on-one it doesn't.
What? Well, like off stream, I wouldn't just like tell it to you right away or whatever.
Oh, okay.
If we were getting into
Sounds like it matters. If you were liberated, you wouldn't care about what they say.
Yeah, then I'm still oppressed. I still care about what people say about me sometimes, and I don't like it.
Sounds like you're a little red pill.
All I want is a boyfriend so he can pump my gas when it's freezing cold outside.
I might be playing you like I want you to wife me, but in the same token, I'm making you wait 2-3 months to have sex with you, and I can make you feel like you the only guy I'm talking to. I'm answering all your calls. We going through the waiting game. We taking 2 months to have sex, shit like that. And the whole time while we doing all this, after you leave my house, after we done had Netflix and chilled, and you just spent the night, the next morning I got another nigga pulling up that's gonna fuck my brains out until I feel like we ready to get to that point. Women play the game just like men do, but y'all just don't believe it.
This is a bitter pill to swallow for a lot of you guys, but you need to accept the truth about modern women. They're not all that sugar, spice, and everything nice. When you meet a woman, especially if she sees you as long-term boyfriend material, she's going to give you this script. She's going to put on a mask and say, well, I don't do that type of stuff. We got to wait 60 to 90 days before we get physical or sexual, 4 to 5 dates, however many long, because she wants to sell you the illusion that she's pure, that she's untouched, that she doesn't do that type of stuff. But I'm telling you right now, after that date, she's going to take that doggy bag home. She's going to text all her little guys that she's into, that's going to give her attention. Then she's going to text the dude that she really wants, who's going to come through and blow her back out. I'm telling you. So a lot of you guys think that, oh, my girlfriend, my chick that I'm dating, she's pure. She ain't doing nothing. You are sadly mistaken. And if you think that, man, my woman would never do something like that, I'm telling you she will, and she most likely has. I'm not saying your girlfriend is currently cheating on you, but you can't put anything past a lot of these women because you think that they're good and pure. They want to give you the illusion to sell you this dream like they're not that type of girl, but I'm telling you right now, they are.
If you were to rate me on a scale from 1 to 10, what would I be?
I'd give you a 9.
A 9? What am I?
I'll give you a 7.
Get the fuck out of here, you're fucking wrong.
Emotional, damn it.
If you were to look at me and rate me on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate me?
I like a 6.
What are these men? They're f***ing savages. They must have been from the f***ing Ice Age. What would you rate me? Scale of 1 to 10.
Is this for YouTube? What up, YouTube?
I'll give you a solid 6.